You're watching the Battered Fans Network.
The Herons are champs. Yeah. Roll south to Freedom Park, rockin' pink and black. Official tissue in the 305, bounty full of grapes. The Battered Fan with Chris and Dan dropping hot takes. Messi and the Herons start the season with a star on the crest, so 29 fan bases can cry, cause we the best. Sign homegrowns like Noah, Frey and Ruiz, replacing goats with greats. Yeah, Miles got the cheese and he called it. Freedom to dream was the backbone. From Lockhart to Miami, it feels good to be at home. Multiple times a week on YouTube and audio. Take the time to subscribe, like and share the show. So check and chat, grab your MLS cup and coming. No question about it, I'm ready to get a star again.
No question about it. I am ready to get hurt again.
Chris, the Herons are back. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 558 of the Battered Herons podcast. I am your host, Daniel Gordon, and alongside me, as well, Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir?
I gotta say, I love the shirt.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. You know, it's Leagues Cup time. It's Miami versus everybody. You know, everybody hates the Leagues Cup.
Yes.
Everybody hates Miami. It's a
beautiful disaster.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Batterfans.com for anybody who wants any new gear. I got a lot of new Miami Heat gear also if you want to get on there. I don't know if it's coming through over the mic, but it sounds like whatever was happening over there at Inter Miami Stadium and new stadium has made its way over here like tenfold, because it sounds like the world might be ending outside right now.
I heard it when you had the other microphone connected, but no, now I don't hear a peep. So that just goes to show you that, you know, that microphone works wonders.
And you didn't hear that thunder?
No, that I did hear. Yes.
Oh, it's crazy.
That I did hear.
It's crazy.
So yeah, I mean, the storm went to your house now, and but you know what? The storm has escaped Miami Airport, and we walk away with a 4-2 win with some goals. I'm going
to be useless in this post game. I'm going to be useless in this post game. I was supposed to go to the game, but my kids, they got starting August, they had a new schedule, weekly schedule for their practices, and both of them practiced on Wednesday night. Their first day back was supposed to be Monday. It got rained out, so their first day back was today, and I couldn't have them miss it, so I ended up having to sell my tickets. I went to their practice, and their practice ended at 8:00. So I missed the first half.
Danny missed the first half.
Yeah, I missed the first half. And then in the second half, we had ordered pizza, and it was just, I'm going to be useless this post game. I'm going to be leaning on you because I am useless this post game. I was able to focus very minimal on the second half, although it was on TV. And in the first half, I just missed it altogether. So I'm here for the show.
Well, and I'm going to see if I can fill you in as much as I can. I mean, Suresh is saying what probably a lot of people are going to say. Caicedo, joke of a player, 1 out of 20. No. And then Amy asking if I think Rocco deserves to start. I mean, wasn't Dane St. Clair done well in Leagues Cup with his former team? You say
last year he carried them to I don't know how many Liga MX upsets last year.
Yeah, I mean, look, this game had a lot of things that I really liked, and it had a lot of things that were like really ugly. But yeah, I mean, look, you're going to have everybody fill you in. Now, I'm pretty sure since you didn't watch the game, right? You don't have a graphic up. So are we just going to have to imagine once again? Now, mind you, I'm kind of sad that I wasn't part of the pregame with you, because I really wanted to have the conversation about Luis Suarez not being on the team, especially for this tournament. But I mean, things were cooked, and your starting lineup ended up being Rocco Blanco at goalie. Your back four was Ian Frey at right back, Noah Allen at starting left back, right? And then you have Caicedo and Mikael, who ended up starting at center back. Your midfield consists of Yannick Bright, Rodrigo De Paul, and Casemiro. And then you add at the left wing Segovia, right wing Messi, and then up top, Daniel Pinter making a start as the lone striker, which I saw him and Segovia alternating. I guess it was just for defensive purposes. But that's your starting 11, and I thought, you know what, starting 11 was not bad.
When I saw the lineup originally, because in the show we had this morning, somebody suggested, should we do 4-4-2? And I thought 4-4-2 diamond would be pretty cool, because you get these four midfielders in there. You get your single pivot, whether it be Casemiro or Bright. Then you have, let's say, Bright and DePaul in the midfield, left and right flanking Casemiro. And then you have Segovia playing that 10 role. And then you have Messi and Pinter, in this case, up top. And, Messi just floats. So he has the freedom to be everywhere. I thought that would have been great. When I saw the lineup come out, I thought that maybe that's what they went with. But from everything I've been hearing, it was more of a 4-3-3. And Segovia was technically up top on that left wing role. But because, remember, when when Jordi Alba was running the show, remember, Robert Taylor disappeared because Jordi Alba took control. And then when they had Segovia playing wide left last year, which we hated, right? Because he would always drift centrally. Awful. But Jordi Alba had all that room to work with. And then they eventually put in Silbetti in there, and then Jordi Alba's not pushing up as much, but Silbetti took over that role. Now, we had Segovia back at the left wing. He's drifting centrally again. All of a sudden, that left side is open for the left back, and Noah Allen took complete control of that, from what I'm understanding.
Well, yeah, I mean, this was by far, I think, if anybody wants to rank a Noah Allen game, this by far might be his best game. And we're talking about, he's been playing for Inter Miami for a couple years, one of the longest players that have been with the team. This is his best.
I think he might be the longest.
Yeah, I think so. One of the best games that he's ever played. And the thing is, he owned it. So aside from that, the only thing I didn't like about the starting lineup, just before you bring up your point, I don't know what the deal is with Regilon. He came on in the second half, and that's still a little weary to me. And then I don't understand the whole idea of benching Silvetti. And I guess maybe it's a spark plug kind of thing off the bench. I don't know. Give your thoughts.
I would have liked Silvetti to start with Messi up top instead of Pinter. And again, I'm not trying to throw shade at Pinter. I think he's done well when he's been in there, but he's a young kid. I would have liked Silvetti up there a little more. Silvetti actually went down with that shoulder injury, so that looks like it's going to go away.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows how long he's going to be out. Berterame, from everything I caught towards the end of the broadcast, apparently somebody spoke to, I don't know who they spoke to, but apparently Berterame might come back if they make it far in the League's Cup. AKA, that means he's out for another 3 to 4 weeks. So that sucks. Suarez is out for the entire tournament. Silvetti is now out. All of a sudden, it's going to be Messi and Pinter up top, or Messi and Palmbeck.
Planbeck, yeah.
Planbeck. It's going to be interesting because Messi's going to do a lot of heavy lifting up top. Luckily, the midfield, I mean, in the second half, apparently it wasn't as good, but in the first half, it was cooking. So, look, DePaul, Bright, Casemiro, and Segovia, all good midfielders. We have 2 world-class midfielders, and we have 2 very, very, very good midfielders in Segovia and Bright. We should have the best midfield in the league if they can finally get the chemistry going right, because apparently in the first half, they dominated, from what I was hearing the broadcast talk about. In the first half, they were dominating. They dominated the midfield. So if they could just figure things out, I have faith that this midfield can carry this team through this League's Cup.
And special shout out to Pepito Suarez, top 10 name that we've seen in the chat. I mean, you have to come on board. He says, glad to catch you guys live for once. Usually listen on Spotify during my commute to work. Shout out to you, my friend, for showing up live and premiering yourself with a top 10 name, Pepito Suarez.
I did have something, because I did get to watch a lot of the highlights, especially during that rain delay. I got to watch some highlights. In my opinion, this game should have ended either 3-2 or 5-2.
Because of the called back goals.
Yes, because it should be 3-2 if what you called Pinter's offside, Noah Allen should have been called offside also. It was exactly the same. So you should have called both of them offside, or If Noah
Both
Allen
of them
wasn't
offside.
offside, then Pinter wasn't offside, and it should have given us 2 goals, and it should have been 5-2. I'm
Yeah.
leaning towards 5-2 because it's so ridiculous that you could have like your wrist offside, and they're calling out like Jesus Christ. And do we really trust these machines that we just have to trust when they're pausing the image and the line that they're drawing? Like that really annoys me. But Pinter and Noah Allen, exact same spot for the offside. If one counts, they should both count. If one doesn't count, then they should both not count. I didn't understand how one was and one wasn't.
Well, and yeah, Sucks is saying 5-2. The wrist doesn't count according to Brian Knob. And not only that, but like, when are we gonna get to a point where like lasers are like on the side of the pitch, like following the ball, no, or like following the last player? Like to have a person with a flag in their hand running around, that's kind of embarrassing in 2026, right?
I mean, I don't hate it.
So the first half gets started, and aside from the first 5 minutes, Inter Miami owned the first half, but we do have to count the first 5 minutes. The team was playing awful. There was bad connectivity in the middle. It just didn't look good. And in the matter of 4 minutes, we have David Rodriguez who gets a goal for San Luis off of a cross off the right side, and it goes unguarded. Caicedo had the man right in front of him, heads it in.
No, I saw that. That was a beautiful run. Like that guy came out of nowhere. That was like
yeah,
a perfectly timed run the way he got to that ball.
But then, and it gets past Rocco, but you see, like I noticed right after, Caicedo is there screaming and complaining, flailing his arms, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I think it has to be, I texted you, I think it has to be Mikhail, because Mikhail's normally in front of him on that side.
Relax, 18-year-old, relax.
Yeah, I mean, this kid, no, he threw a complete temper tantrum on the pitch. And that was the first goal that we conceded in the first half. Now, after that, I mean, obviously you didn't watch the game, but then it started to look a little bit better. You start to see a little bit better play in between the midfield with Bright, Casemiro, with Rodrigo de Paul sometimes. It was mostly on the left side with Bright and Casemiro. And Noah Allen was just getting completely involved in the game. And I mean, you saw the highlights, right? Did you see? Did you see on that pass? Basically, what a banger of a play. The first goal that we end up scoring was Messi at the 11th minute with a dart of a pass cross from Noah Allen. Oh my goodness. I thought nobody had a chance.
Just get direction on it. Yeah, that was great.
I thought nobody had a chance on it, but then Messi just sticks his magical left foot and just puts it right into the back of the net. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my goodness, what a pass.
Yeah, no, that was a great by Noah Allen coming down that left side. I mean, you would hope that Noah Allen playing with Jordi Alba, playing with Reguilón, which is also a great left back, and then having to adjust back to left back after playing the last 2 seasons at center back, he would grow into it. And this is 2 games in a row, right? He scored a goal last game. He's got 3 assists this game. That's a 2-game run right there for Noah Allen.
And look, right here, the mastermind is saying, I hope Allen continues with performances like this. This is for sure something that we're all hoping and anticipating, especially with the unsureness of what is Reguilón. The second goal, and oh, look at that, Jordi Allen. What a name by Aria the GOAT. Nice stuff. And then the second goal with Segovia. Again, great control in between the players. They still funnel it to the left. Noah Allen gets in, tries to cross it, gets deflected. I love how Segovia plays. He's not like a very committed person to the runs. Like, he's very tactical. He looks at these things and he kind of tries to put himself in the best position, at least in my opinion. A lot of people have different opinions about Segovia, but I thought that he played fantastic today.
I think he always
and he
does.
ends up putting it in the back of the net.
I think he always does. I think he always finds himself in good positions, and he's not scared to rip it, which is always nice. But he's rarely inside the box that 6-yard line. The fact that he was in there, like you said, I guess he was switching off with Pinter. Like I said, I didn't watch the game, but I'm assuming if he was switching back off with Pinter, he was there at that 6-yard line. And once he got the ball there was no denying him.
Well, and I think that's where you get into, like, I love having Segovia as part of that midfield, because it gives the midfield that sort of tactical attacking dynamic where you're not really dealing too much with Messi.
Oh yeah, and you can keep the ball, right? Which was one of the reasons why we suffer so much in transition, is because we lose the ball in the midfield so often. But when you have a Segovia, you have a DePaul, and you have a Casemiro, and Bright's been stepping up his game also. I mean, I think it's and I know you're about to get into the third goal, but Yannick Bright keeping the ball before that third goal, the way he kind of won that ball back as soon as the defender got his foot on it, like Yannick Bright himself has impressed me the way he's improved. Noah Allen coming down that left side, very Jordy Allen-ish, and even Bright with the dummy, right? Because he had the dummy pass.
Oh, yes.
Messi caught that, dribbled tight into tight space, finished upper 90. Like I said, I watched the highlights, so it all looked good to me. I don't know what exactly else happened, but in those highlights, man, it looked like everything was just working to perfection.
Hold on, because the thing is, we got Pedro Potter already coming in, because we're talking way too positively about Bright. And then we got Soccer Daddy saying, besides one goal, Segovia did nothing. Don't get too hyped. It's just one game by Allen. So, like,
he scored last game too.
Yeah, I mean, he's been consistently doing pretty good, guys. Like, you can't take that away from him. And Danny, you just described essentially the third goal, where you had Bright handling the ball pretty well with Messi. Then he kicks it out to Noah Allen. Noah Allen crosses it, and then Bright, who would have ever thought we'd put this in a sentence? Bright dummies it to Messi. Like, that would have never crossed my mind to ever say in my life. That alone shows you the sort of trajectory and improvement that Yannick Bright has played.
And then Loner said Bright in attack is mid, good defensive wise, and that's what we've always said. But he has improved, because I never wanted to see him push the ball up. He's improved. You can't tell me he hasn't. If you tell me he hasn't improved, then you're just not watching the game and you just want to hate just because you want to hate. But he has improved.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that there's a space where you can be able to say, okay, fine, we're giving a lot of praise to Yannick Bright, but at the same time, like, if you recognize, like, there's no doubt that you can see he's gotten so much better. Like, you can't deny it. Like, at this point, you're just being an idiot.
I agree.
So 3 goals in, we're up 3-1, and we end up getting treated to
Amy,
another
we'll get to the. I've seen your question, Amy. When we get to the goalie, we'll talk about Rocco.
And we get treated to a goal before this first half finishes that you missed, where Messi gets a corner off, and Mikael and his tall being heads it right past the goalkeeper and gets a beautiful goal to end the first half 4-1. Nothing better than that.
I heard a lot about the midfield in the first half. I'm assuming Casemiro had a lot to do with it. I'm seeing like contradictory messages in the chat. Some people are saying that they like Casemiro. Other people are saying that they don't. So I don't know. What do you think?
What you mean?
Some people are saying that Casemiro wasn't good, and some people are saying that he was. If the midfield was really overrunning San Luis in the first half, and that was their point of attack, I would assume that Casemiro had a lot to do with it. Maybe playmaking from his deep line position.
So I don't know, because look, I think a lot of people have seen that Casemiro has been turning the ball over here and there, and it's weird because he's trying to create. He's trying to make something happen, right? Like he's filling in this Busquets role that tries to create from a longer distance. So it does open him up to possibly yeah, well, it is trending up, no own goals, but it does open him up to making mistakes, right? So I think one of the issues with Casemiro is that he's more prone to make mistakes, not because he's like lessened in quality, but because from the place where he is trying to make plays, I think that just technically he's going to make good plays at times. And at times he's going to have plays where people are going to intercept his passes.
All right. So I'm going to look, this is what I'm looking at right now. Okay. Cause I'm going based off of numbers right now. Based off of numbers, he completed 59 of his 63 passes. So he had 4 incomplete passes the entire game.
Yeah.
Depending on where those passes were, they could
correct.
be big deal.
Critical.
So I don't know, but I'm just like giving you the numbers. 75 touches, 12 passes into the final third. He's a defensive midfielder. He is playing from the back of the defensive midfield. And if he gets 12 balls into the final third, I mean,
that's really good.
I'm assuming he was contributing in during that first half. Now I can't break this down into first half and second half per player, but
but then again, I'm sure that 12 out of 75 passes into the final third is a great statistic, just period, right? Especially coming from a central defensive midfielder, that is good, right? But again, I think that's where what I'm stating is, and maybe I'm not too far off of it, the possibility of him losing the ball or making passes that get intercepted, I think it's going to happen. I don't think it necessarily means he's a terrible player.
Look, going by the numbers and from what I would assume it has to look like for the team to have a midfield that was talked about so highly in the first half, I would assume Casemiro looked good. Could he be better? Yeah, maybe, right? But this is his 3rd game. He's been practicing with the team for what, a week?
Well, and I think so. This is I think where I have to push back a little bit, because I don't think that he was just decent. I think he was better than decent. I think RDP was decent. I think he was meh. RDP was meh. Casemiro was better. I mean, I saw Casemiro play defense, like really in the gutter, playing defense. So I don't want to say that he played like trash, but at the same time, I mean, it's just a couple games he's been with the team, so I can't really expect anything too crazy.
I agree. Look, he's 3 games in. I think that from what I've seen, the first 2 games, I think he's looked solid. The first game, the second game, he had his moments. Obviously, that didn't go great. I'm going to go back and watch this game over after we get done with this.
Listen, the first half you have to watch. I mean, just the whole entire thing.
Yeah. The second half, I had it on TV. It's just, I got 3 kids. We got pizza. It just, don't even. I wasn't able to focus on the game. I was listening. It was in the background, but I wasn't able to focus on it like I would. Because when we do these shows, unfortunately, you have to watch the game a little differently. I have to like really focus so I can know what I'm going to talk about.
I want to bring up Mike V's comment, and I want to bring up another one later, saying people expect for players like Casemiro to come in and play 90 minutes like the highlight reel they watched. And I think that's the standard that all of these big name players are falling under, where like they're expecting that highlight reel all game.
But you know what? That's why that's my favorite position on the field, is because usually when you're that solid, you make a big impact, but you don't necessarily have a highlight reel. And Casemiro does, but like you don't like that's not what that position is. If you're a holding midfielder, if you are that guy that can win balls, recover balls, and then create for others from that position, it's probably the hockey assist that you'll get from back there, right? You'll get that key pass that starts the goal, but you're not going to be in the highlight video. You're not going to be in that highlight from start to finish. And I love that position for that. And I think that that's what Casemiro does. Casemiro, when he was in Real Madrid, look at those. Go watch some highlight videos. If you watch his videos, they're just tackles. They're tackles when he wins the ball. they're intercepting. He anticipates a ball and he cuts it off and he intercepts the ball. Like that's the type of stuff that he does. On top of the fact that he can finish with his head and he's not scared to take shots from outside the box. But like you said, and I think that's a great point. And I forgot who was that said it in the comment that you brought up. They're expecting a highlight reel. You're not going to get that from the CDM. You're going to get what you got from Bright for most of this year, just at a higher level, especially with the passing. But and I'm all for it. Again, that's why it's my favorite position on the field. I love the unsung hero. I love the guy that does the dirty work. And if you really watch the game, you can see, oh, this guy is important, but like nobody really talks about him.
Look, I just put up a poll saying, was RDP meh today? 1 is yes, 2 is no. And look, Mr. Yafor is saying it's hard for me to understand the Roddy hate. I think Paul lately has been gassed. I think he just needs to take a break. The problem is that RDP's been with us for quite some time already. He's in Motocito. Like, you can't say he's gassed and call him in Motocito. You can't do those two things. Like, Pedri Potter, inform me correctly here. Can you be in Motorcito without gasolina? Yes or no? You know what? That's going to be... I'm just canceling this poll. I am canceling the poll.
Without gasolina. Look, I think that... the Rodrigo de Paul's been better this year than he was last year, a million times. I think with the freedom that he has to push up, he no longer has to cover for Busquets. I think that's great. I was worried that when Casemiro got here, they would have him again covering for a slower CDM. But Casemiro isn't as slow as Busquets, and they haven't had him do that. So I think Rodrigo de Paul, I mean, I didn't watch him this game, but I think that if he can keep doing what he's been doing, I think that he'll be fine. Now, I do know that he got subbed off, which I thought was weird. I don't know. Was he gassed today? Because he got subbed off, which I thought was really weird.
I did think it was weird. But again, we get into, I guess we can just jump into the second half for whatever it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
We jump into the second half. We're up 4-1. And within 6 minutes.
You didn't put gasolina? You put without gas?
No, I think I did put gas. I don't know why I put gasolina.
You didn't? No, you didn't put gasolina. No. I thought you were going to put gasolina.
I did. I typed. I don't know.
Oh, maybe Lauren said that he got hurt. Oh, damn! What the hell's going on, man?
No. I mean, we're
dropping like flies.
We're gonna have to call Emerson Rodriguez back. So 6 minutes into the second half, we end up getting scored on by Rafa Loriente, and I've seen that guy in FIFA. I've seen him. He has a good card. And he ends up putting a freaking banger. Like, Caicedo gave that guy 45 feet and 7 business days to blast that. And we end up getting scored on in that fashion. And that was the only score in the second half, guys. It was basically, at that point, Inter Miami looked like they were gassed. There were tons of substitutions. And I'm just going to go over a couple of them just to bore you guys.
How many shots on target do you think Miami got? How many shots do you think Miami got in the second half?
In the second half, I'd say 2. 1. Oh, I was close.
How many shots on target?
0.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. I think is the only shot that was taken in the second half. I think it was Silvetti. I think. I'm not 100% sure. But Silvetti came in for Pinter at the 59th minute. Facundo Mura comes in for Caicedo at the 60th minute. David Ruiz comes in for RDP at the 66th minute. Apparently, 2 out of those 3 players came out hurting. Or one of them. And then the replacement, Matteo Silvetti, ends up getting taken out in the 83rd minute for Ayala. And then Noah Allen gets to be able to leave the game as a hat trick assister. And Regilon comes in for him at the 83rd minute.
Just going based off of the stats, because that's what I'm looking at right now, it looks like Miami, I guess, gave up possession and kind of just defended a lot in the second half. San Luis had almost 60% possession. Is that? Did they just take the foot off the gas?
I guess. Hold on. Somebody's asking me to put up Nick's comment. And so he's coming here with maths, Danny. So prepare yourself. He says RDP this season for Miami in parentheses. 4 goals, 4th. 7 assists, 3rd. 2nd on the team in key passes, 33. 2nd on the team in key passes per game, 2.6. 4th on the team in with 11 goals. I don't know what the A is.
Goal and assists. Goal contributions.
Goals and assists. Okay, with goal contributions.
He's been playing better this year. Like I said, ever since he had the freedom to push up, he's been playing much better.
Well, 83% for some dumbass reason say that you could still be a motorcito without gasolina. I mean, I can't believe that. You cannot. You cannot be in motorcito without gasolina.
So another stat that I just looked at in the second half, touches in the opposition's box. How many touches do you think we had in the opposition's box in the second half?
In the opposition's box?
Mm-hmm.
Probably like 2? 1?
1 touch.
My goodness.
We touched the ball once inside their box.
AJ saying we couldn't keep possession.
I have to watch that back.
I don't know. And Brian, I don't know if I could say this. San Luis played better, but Miami was effective. San Luis got the brakes pumped out of them.
Not in the second half.
Well, I mean, in the second half, but at that point, you're like, what are you doing? You get a world beater of a goal.
Well, remember, I remember because I was texting Chris and I was like, I'm going to be able to catch the second half. I'm going to get home. I was getting pizza, and that's when I thought I was going to be able to sit down and watch it. I was wrong, but I thought I was going to be able to just sit down and enjoy it. But I told Chris, because Chris is like, that's it. You missed everything. That's it. Then nothing's going to happen second half. And I told him, you better hope something happens because goal differential means something in this tournament. That's going to be the tiebreaker. And remember, last year, Seattle hosted us in the final because of the goal differential, because that they beat Cruz Azul 6-0 in one of these first 3 games. So these games matter because you need to win by as many as you can, because that only 4 of the 18 MLS teams are going to move on. There's 18 MLS teams, and the top 4 move on. So there's going to be tiebreakers somewhere in there, and you need to score goals. And that world beater of a goal that they scored really killed us because our goal differential went from a +3 to a +2 with Monterrey coming in on Saturday. So that does suck because we needed to put it up on San Luis as much as possible because both Monterrey and León, not as much, but León is also a better team than San Luis. San Luis is the worst team of the 3 that we're going to play.
Well, but from what I understand, Monterrey ended up losing to Orlando today 2-0.
Did they?
Yeah. Now, and listen, Pedri Potter, one of the... Oh, nice. One of the best contributions by Pedri Potter. What if RDP is electric like Tesla? Eric was saying maybe a motocito is electric. Maybe a motocito needs baterías then.
I like that.
Good job, guys. So that's your game. 4-2, we end up winning. And like you said, you mentioned some of our future opponents. Monterrey lost to Orlando 2-0.
That's great news for us, actually.
Yeah, because now they're negative 2.
Because Liga MX teams don't matter to us because we're basically competing with the MLS teams to make it to the Final Four.
Yeah.
So Orlando technically would be tied with us, but that matters because as soon as you lose a game in this format where it's only 3 games, you're basically done.
Yeah.
Like the chances of you moving are slim. So I really do believe that Monterrey is going to see that, and they might not take this game as seriously on Saturday.
Well, I mean, Nick is saying Monterrey rested all their
seriously already, I guess.
Yeah, they're just heavily rotated 11. Someone mentioned that.
Okay, so they just didn't take this tournament seriously at all, which is a slap to the face of the tournament, and that's interesting. I wonder how many Mexican teams did that. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to ask people.
Well, it's kind of sucky, right? Because like, why don't they take it seriously? Like this is a good tournament to represent, not just like your team, but
it's
like
a good way to get
country's
into.
league.
It's also a good way to get into CONCACAF Champions League.
Yeah,
Champions Cup, whatever they call it. Yeah.
So that's the game, Danny. 4-2. Inter Miami win, and they have another game this weekend. But before we get
they're going to go to full strength against us on Saturday, maybe. But why did they should have done it today? Because I feel like losing today basically knocks them out of the tournament.
I mean, and I also think that they could have destroyed Orlando if they brought their real team.
So I guess they don't care about the tournament, but they do care about playing against a top team like Miami. It sucks about being the best.
One of the best comments of the night, Rick A says, Rocco GOAT, Bright GOATer, Noah Allen more GOAT than GOAT, and Messi GOAT, GOAT, GOAT. You can't argue that, Pedri Potter. You can't. He put Messi at the end.
Pedri, there are some teams playing in Mexico.
Yes. So that's the game, Danny. And I mean, I guess we can talk about man of the match, the que penas, standouts.
Yeah. I mean, I can't give you a que pena, but I can give you a standout.
I can give you a que pena.
A standout.
I mean, I'm going to give you
the standout that I was going to give you is going to be a man of the match. So
I'm going to give you a standout. Okay. And the standout that I'm going to go with is Daniel Pinter. Daniel Pinter stood out to me. I think that he did fairly well with the responsibility that he should have had a goal. Should have had a goal, but they took it away. He stood out, and I feel like, you know what? I'm going to give some flowers to Ian Frey too. He stood out at the right back position. He had to cycle over to the center back to let the inferior Facundo Mura come in to get some play time. And yeah, those are my two standouts.
I guess I don't have a standout.
Well, I'll tell you who my que pena was.
I'll venture out to say the midfield, even though I guess in the second half they didn't play well, but the fact that so many people talked so well about them in the first half, I like that the conversation for us on this show has been who's going to be the odd man out. 4 guys, 3 spots. If you can figure out how to play all 4 of them, I think that's a good thing.
And you know what? I want to do something a little different at the end when we do the whole FOT mob thing. Mm-hmm. I want to be able to look at the midfield and see who was the best midfielder of the 3. Because I think it's interesting to kind of look at it that way. My que pena is going to be Caicedo. Caicedo didn't guard the guy on the header. He thought that Mikhail was going to Brazilian jiu-jitsu jump over there, which he didn't. And then on top of that, he gave this guy 45 business days to shoot the ball, to kick the ball from outside the box. Beautiful kick, by the way. Caicedo, for sure, que pena.
Do you give him any slack for the fact that this is his second professional game ever? And I'm talking like literally ever in his life, his second professional game ever at the age of 18.
Okay, so then I won't give it to him. I'll give him.
No, I'm just asking. I'm asking. At any point, like, do you consider that?
I'll give him a media pena. Okay, and I'll give my que pena to Facundo Mura. That's it. Facundo Mura gets my full que pena. Yes, he did. He came off the bench.
Oh, okay. Just cause.
Yeah, just cause Facundo Mura.
I'll give it to Allende.
Okay. Catching strays from his homies and his crutches.
You know, I saw Franco put that he saw him on crutches today at the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, look, Allende's watching the podcast right now as we speak, and he's like, "Cojone, I catch strays. The Que Pena award. Get out of here."
Pedri said that Que Pena goes to Pinter.
Oh my God! But you know what he's doing? Look at that. He's doing the whole American deal. He's doing the whole American deal. And he spells my name. He just continue to spell my name wrong.
I think he does that on purpose.
I know he does. It's okay. I love you too, Pedri. And then my man of the match for Pedri, other than Messi, is Jordi Allen.
Yes, I was gonna go with the same.
Noah Alba.
Great job filling in for Region. It's nice to know that we have a good problem on the left and not on the right, right? Because Region, I think if he's fully healthy, he'll probably start. But if it's Allen, I think that we're okay also. And because Region is rarely healthy, it's nice to know that Noah Allen's back there playing well. So I think that's a good job on the left. When we have center backs, we got Caicedo, we have Mikael, we have Lujan and Falcon as backups. That's pretty good as far as backups go. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is.
The only thing we're suffering is right back because if Frey goes down, we're screwed.
Mura gets the que pena from Pepto Bismol Guardiola also. Yeah. So, and this is a good question, I guess, before we finish. The loaner's asking, did we talk about the Silvetti injury?
Not yet.
So, we haven't talked about it yet, but like looking at the way that the play happened.
Hold on.
Hold on. I imagine
you just wait until we get into this, Chris, because I just looked it up. Just wait.
Okay. So I imagine that he tucked his arm under the player's like armpit or something.
And then when the player went up,
as he's running, he kind of drags Silvetti and it like dislocates his shoulder. So it sucks because obviously you don't need your shoulder necessarily to like play soccer, but at the same time, like you still need that to like
you need
manage
it to,
like the ball and to kind of
to run,
guide yourself. Yeah.
Try running like this. It's not easy.
No, I know. I mean, I'm not saying that he's going to be running like with a strap on his body.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It's going to be awkward. Loner saying shoulder dislocation, and Mr. Yaforis is saying Mura is default que pena. No way.
Until
the loner is breaking news saying out for the season. The loner, I need pictures from the locker room right now. I need pictures from the locker room. And I need a written testament showing that he's out for the season. Because there's no way he's out for the season. Now, it looked like it was brutal because if the referee is out calling for a stretcher, then that means he heard the pain.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if I find
they ended up walking him out just holding his shoulder. So I imagine they probably popped that thing right back in. And then took him over to like Baptist Hospital, like 20 minutes away. Mike V chiming in saying Mura's FIFA card says que pena.
Nice. No, I don't see anything.
And the loner emphasizing I was just speculating, Chris. Hey, listen, it's okay.
All right, so FootMob scores. Who's the highest rated player that didn't score or assist?
Okay, so you got Segovia out.
Messi out.
Segovia.
Noah Allen and Mikael all out.
Okay, so Mikael's out too.
Yep.
Oof, that leaves me a little limited here. Oh, that leaves me a little limited. You know what? Let's keep it Pedri Potter enhanced here. I'm gonna go with Yannick Bright.
No.
Oh, shit. Okay, so I'm gonna go with it can't be Caicedo. And don't tell me it's gonna be Rodrigo de Paul, man.
No.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Ian Frey?
Casemiro.
Wow, okay.
Casemiro. I'm sure those 12 passes into the final third helped a lot. So Casemiro.
Oh yeah.
So Casemiro, highest rated player that did not score or assist, and I promise you're going to see a lot of that this year. Watch. Now, lowest rated player.
I mean, the lowest rated player has to be Caicedo.
Nope.
Wow.
And it's not Pinter like your boy Pedri said.
Oh, Pedri, you're coming in with incorrect facts? Come on, man. Pedri, you can't tell me, well, Like, you can't walk in with that. You can't walk in with that. Hold that, you bum, Chris. What? RDP, worst of the game.
It was RDP. It's not a tie because I see Betty's putting and. No. It was RDP. 6.5. Pinter and Caicedo had 6.6.
Look at that. By point one, Pedri, you're done.
So I think it's he went to the score and played yourself.
So then that means that Yannick Bright had a better rating than RDP.
Yeah, remember he was agreeing. He was 7.0.
Nice. Okay. Lovely.
Yep. So Boca and I can't see that. Ratings are poop, guys.
Well, I mean, are they really poop? Like, every single site does ratings.
Yeah. We just like football.
I got one more poll.
Go for it, because I got nothing. I think this has been the most unproductive. This is like the group assignment where the person just kind of just rides it out. I did nothing this show. How many MLS Cup winning goals does Bright have? Okay.
Here's the goalie-poly, guys. 1 for Rocco, 2 for Dane St. Clair.
Oh, that's right. We haven't talked about this.
We haven't talked about it. It's the last discussion that we need to have.
Okay.
We got Mr. Yafor saying, okay, please bring Dane St. Clair back. And right. Brian is asking, how was Rocco rated?
7.1.
Oh, okay. So he's in the green.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
now you didn't watch the game.
So I can't
grade it.
The only time I really looked at the TV and really saw that there was anything that was kind of questionable, there was a cross that, again, he didn't get to, but luckily nobody got to the end of the ball when it crossed to the back post. My worry is he's too short. He's too short. That happens way too often. He can't get to balls. But again, I didn't watch this game, so I can't speak to this game specifically. What did you think of his performance this game?
Danny, you know what I have to say about that whole too short thing?
What?
You know Mighty Mouse? Mighty Mouse is small. But you know what Mighty Mouse does? Saves people and saves things.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to protect a specific area. You're not going to put Mighty Mouse at goal.
Well, you're not. But Rocco Blocco is blocking things. Look at his stats. He's got some blocks.
Okay.
He's got some blocks. Look, he's got some blocks in the game. Okay. I don't know exactly how many. I'm trying to look it up.
How many transition opportunities does San Luis feel like they had? Not many, right?
Well, let me look at the stats here. Okay. It says here that San Luis had 16 shots and 7 on target.
Yeah, no, okay, understood. What I'm saying is that the majority of their shots went out, because again, I had the game on in the background.
Yeah,
right? So I wasn't paying full attention, but I did have it on. From everything the announcers were saying, they were saying the majority of those shots were from outside the box. They were tough shots. Like, there was nothing clean. I'm not taking away credit from Rocco, so relax. What I'm saying is St. Clair was having his issues coming out and being a sweeper keeper, trying to defend in transition. If the other team is not having those opportunities, I think Rocco would look better. I'm sorry, St. Clair would have looked better. Okay. Now, I don't know if you caught what I did today for the pregame.
No, I didn't.
Okay. So one reason that I thought St. Clair would be a good person to start for this tournament specifically. In this tournament, if you end up with a draw, you go directly to PKs. Directly. Going into this season, Dane St. Clair had the best block percentage of any goalkeeper in MLS history when it comes to PKs.
Yeah, but Rocco's way better in PKs.
Okay. So I thought, put him in for the tournament. The tournament is 3 games, and then after that, you go back to the regular season. And then if St. Clair doesn't look good in the tournament, that's fine. Keep Rocco in. for the regular season. If Dane St. Clair looks good, you can still play Rocco in the regular season, and then put him back. Put St. Clair back when you go back to the quarterfinals or semifinals of the League's Cup. Right? Teams across the world do this all the time. When it's Copa del Rey, Real Madrid never has Courtois being the keeper. They have their second goalie being the keeper. Like they do this for those type of tournaments all the time. They could have done that if they wanted to just see what St. Clair can do. I think that would have been good, especially for the way that this tournament is set up, where you go straight to PKs.
I want to bring something up here. Brian Nob is saying, out of joke, right? No, joking aside, Rocco had an okay game, not many mistakes, but he knows how to play as a sweeper keeper. He saved one for sure, I remember.
But and then that's my issue is that that's the same thing that what's his face Hoyo said, that he does a better job when you leave yourself open like that. But they haven't left themselves open like that, at least not today. So,
well, and I want to mention one thing here because Mike V has a really good question or a good statement, I guess. Says Rocco is the reigning MLS champion goalkeeper, and Hoyos and Mascherano thought he was the best keeper on the roster. He just benched Dane St. Clair. So what are we doing here?
If they felt that he was the best man for the job, why did they bother to go get St. Clair a week after he won the championship? No, but let's be serious. Let's stop the bullshit. Let's be serious. Yes. He just won the championship. A week later, they go in to get Dane St. Clair. They don't believe in Rocco.
Look, I'm not telling you that they believe in him like if he's the messiah of goalkeepers. And I understand that. I understand what Rocco's role is. But at the same time, like there's tons of people. Listen, I just had Scotty Tuhati text me right now. Had to mention this. Says way too many Rocco haters right now. It's crazy. Shout out to Drive Pink Dialogue. Spitting facts out here. On the air and off the air. 56% of you are delusional.
I think they should have given St. Clair a chance for the League's Cup. Look, I hope Rocco keeps getting ball shot at him. It's worked out great.
I don't understand how, like, you take this stance of they brought in Dane St. Clair, so obviously it's easy to say they don't believe in Rocco. Yes. Dane St. Clair was MLS's best goalkeeper, according to whatever last season. But how has that panned out for Dane St. Clair so far?
100%. And was I not during the World Cup when we were doing shows? I said, I want to see Rocco. I don't want to see St. Clair anymore. And guess what? I saw Rocco, and I said, fuck, I was wrong. Put St. Clair back in if we're not going to get another keeper.
Let me tell you something. Isaiah is saying, I blame Chris if we lose PKs because of Rocco. I literally texted Danny. I said, if this is a PK, it's fucking Rocco Blocco time.
I didn't see that.
Rocco lives for PKs.
Dude, one fucking preseason shootout, you're going to live off of that, aren't you? Listen, it was a preseason shootout.
He was a boss on that. Are you kidding me? Did you not see the athleticism, the versatility?
I'm not here campaigning for St. Clair. I'm campaigning for a new keeper. Bring somebody from the outside. But if these are the two options, yes, I want St. Clair.
Rico saying that you and I should break up the podcast over the disagreement of Rocco. I mean, you love Dane St. Clair. He's your favorite player, I've noticed, of all time.
I told you, I don't care if they sell him. I just want somebody else in the keeper.
And then Mr. Fax just throwing in a real nice straight. Bright as to shit also, guys. I mean, where have you been, Mr. Fax? You just come in with your machine gun and just let loose, and then now you walk out of the chat room?
Chip Messi saying, I don't see what we improve by bringing in St. Clair. We improve in stopping goals and having boneheaded plays.
We've been allowing goals with that guy. Are you kidding me?
You allow goals with everybody when you have a defense like this, Chris. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Well, I mean, Rocco ain't allowing, and he's winning. Rocco's not allowing goals, and he's winning.
Oh no, he didn't allow any goals today. You don't know.
I mean, he allowed goals. But
Yeah,
technically he didn't. Technically he didn't. It was all Caicedo. Caicedo allowed all of them.
What about the one with Lewandowski? What about the Montreal one where he tried to give up a goal and left an empty net?
Listen, goalkeepers can't be perfect, Look, Danny. You're asking
if you
for
are
perfection.
watching the game, which I have a feeling that a lot of you guys were like me tonight, and you're not watching the game, you're just looking at the stats. Because if you watch the games, you're not happy with Rocco at goalie. Maybe you don't want St. Clair, but you're not happy with Rocco at goalie.
But look at what you're doing now. You're just starting to get.
But it's true. If you can't tell me that you watch Rocco and you're like, damn, I feel good about my goalie situation. I'm ready to run for the playoffs. Let's do this. No, nobody's saying. You can't tell me you watch these games and you're like, we got our goalkeeper of the future. If you're saying that, you're full of shit. You're not watching the games and you just like to talk crap. That's it.
He's winning us games, Poppy. I mean, I can't tell you anything else except he's a winner. Is Rocco a winner? I'm going to put that as. Should I put that as a poll?
That I watched the games. Rocco is better for our play. Why? What does he do that's better for our play?
I mean, he just is.
I haven't seen anything that makes him better for our play.
Mike V is putting you in a figure 4 leg lock, saying, so are we saying that Hoyos doesn't know what he's doing, or does he? It can't be both.
Oh no, the goalkeeper decision, the goalkeeper decision, he's botching this immensely.
Oh, but I thought you say he's been cooking. I thought you say he's been cooking on the beach there with his board.
Yeah, well, you know that picture I showed you? There was no goalkeeper in that picture. He apparently did not consider the fact that he needs a goalkeeper.
It's because he's got Messi scoring more goals than the goalkeeper's allowing goals.
Yeah, I suppose.
You say a thing. I like spicy Danny. Chris is full of shit. Well, you know what? I'm full of shit with a goalkeeper that's getting us dubs. Rocco's getting us wins. 2-time champion. Shout out to Sean Callahan. Where's Sean when you need him?
If I think there's room for improvement for Rocco. What is he going to improve on? His decision making? I guess. I mean, he's been playing on this team for 2 seasons now.
I mean, I think
he can't improve on his height. That's impossible.
But this is a good look. This is a very even keel and good thought by Mike V. Rocco's not the goalkeeper long term. He's a good backup keeper, but he's our best keeper now.
That's fine. I want a new keeper. I'm not saying I want St. Clair. I want a new keeper. But of the two, I think St. Clair's better.
I mean, 7 is just giving it to you raw facts. Danny, you're getting tired. You will get tired of winning. Rocco is the
How many times did St. Clair lose?
I'm just saying that Rocco's the goalkeeper of all time.
St. Clair lost how many times this year?
It feels like 45.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. How do I argue that? He lost 45 times. Understood.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah,
we got the goal back there. Goalkeeper of all time.
Mm-hmm.
What's Dane St. Clair? This guy's a backup for his country.
They're asking if we're going to have a guest for tomorrow. Actually, I forgot to hit up Eddie. Let me see if Eddie can join us. Eddie is usually our Monterrey guy whenever we play against Monterrey. Let me see if he's available for tomorrow.
Well, and look, Rick A is saying, yeah, but we won an MLS Cup with him. I think Dane St. Clair has not worked out. We do have a good track record with Rocco. He sat Ustadi out and now sat Dane St. Clair out. And Brian is saying every game we lost this season, it was Dane St. Clair on.
We've only lost 2 games all year, yeah.
Well, you know what? Look at that. Rocco's got a big 0 on the L column, Danny. I don't know what else you want from your goalie.
I want good play.
Well, he's giving you good play with dubs. So that's it, Danny. That's today, August 5th, 2026. episode 558. Next game is against Monterrey on Saturday, 8 o'clock at night. And for those of you that live in Miami, that live close to South Florida, guys, take advantage of these ticket prices. The ticket prices are really low. And to be able to enjoy this team, and Messi has to play because there's like 74 people injured.
I just hit up Eddie. See if he answers back. Let's see. Any news on Silvetti? No, I looked. I couldn't find anything. How come Colorado did not play? Only 18 teams played. The teams that didn't participate in this participated in the U.S. Open Cup. Rocco needs Caicedo's confidence and swagger. Caicedo definitely needs to bring it back a notch if he's bitching out Mikael in the second ever game. Last year, the third and fourth place team on the MX side had 6 points. I mean, it's a lot harder to get through with 6 points. That means that they got a lot of lucky, and a lot of teams lost one game. Remember, it's only 4 teams make it. That's it.
Somebody wanted me to bring up Nick's comment. Says apparently the Spanish broadcast mentioned that Miami might trade Dane St. Clair, can get a cheaper goalkeeper since Rocco is a starter.
I didn't think that St. Clair would be here after the World Cup.
You can go ahead and put the other. You can put the other.
The fact that he's still here, though. Danny complaining, I hate Rocco's your keeper. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it.
That is your keeper. It's the two-time champ.
I feel bad because Rocco's the type of person that I would like to support, but you make me hate that guy so much. You're so fucking obnoxious. I'm starting to hate that guy with a passion. Like I'm kind of hoping that he like ends up in a PK and we lose, and it's all because of him. Like he just jumps the wrong way, like it hits his head and somehow it bounces in anyway. Because I want to come on here and I want to talk to you after that. That's how much you've annoyed me with Rocco.
Chip Messi is saying Rocco is the Hulk Hogan of goalkeeping.
I want to root for Rocco, but you make me hate that guy.
He looks like the nicest guy on the team. Yes or no?
But you are so fucking obnoxious with this guy.
But I'm just telling you, he's a good goalkeeper. I don't know about this all extra stuff that you're talking about.
I hate you.
Listen, we're winning silverware out here with the two-time. And I love that he's an underdog. Brian Noel mentioning this is the core of why I love him. The core of why I love Rocco, because he is the epitome of the underdog. You know what it is? That he was traded from Atlanta because he was short and then had to play in the USL and said, you know what? I'm going to go out there and win a championship. Then he comes to Inter Miami and says, I'm taking everybody's job, and then wins a championship in the MLS. Two-time champ. And I was going to get his jersey the last time I was in the stadium. Now for sure I'm getting it. I mean, you have to custom make it. There's no Rocco jerseys.
All right. I think I have nothing to say. I didn't even watch the game. I don't know how this show's gone an hour.
Yeah. This is a good show, though. I had fun. Rocco got a win. Caicedo allowed 2 goals. I mean, what a day.
What, you hate Caicedo now?
Yeah, no, Caicedo was the, like I said, he gets the half que pena. Amura gets the full. Noah Allen, hat trick of assists. Hey, what a day.
You're hating on Caicedo?
I mean, Caicedo allowed 2 goals. If it wasn't for him, it would have been Rocco clean sheet.
Okay.
Yes or no?
All right. Well, I guess we can end that there. You have any final words, Chris?
No, I mean, listen, David is saying it for me. I'm going to go buy a Rocco jersey.
All right. Danny, can you bring up my comment from earlier? Oof. Trying to find that.
This is not a gimmick, Rick. I don't know what he admitted in La Ventanita, but it is not a gimmick.
But I just said it a couple minutes. I just literally said it a couple minutes ago. I want to root for
Yes.
Rock. I also like the underdog. I love the Noah Allens and the Yannick Brights. But you make me hate him.
Why don't you have a Rocco shirt?
I do. We have a Rocco Blacco shirt.
Oh yeah, but you need to put his face on it.
No, that's
Rocco
copyrighted.
Blacco's not gonna.
I can't put his
He's
face
not
on
gonna.
it.
Come on, Rocco is not gonna chase us for copyright infringement.
Enter Miami will.
Rocco will probably buy the shirt.
Enter Miami will.
I think you should just risk it for the biscuit.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Yeah, let's go. So we got a Rocco Blacco shirt, but yeah, no.
Now we have some fat shaming in the chat. Tabaquito says Chris is like 7 feet wide, so he could be the goalkeeper of the year. Even being 7 feet wide, I won't be able to cover the goal as much as Rocco does.
No. Brian said he can get you an interview with Rocco.
What? Don't play around, Brian.
Yeah, maybe when he's a backup again. I can't deal with Chris freaking drooling over here.
Oh my gosh. Mike V saying do an outline of Rocco and the stash.
That's already in the works. My wife already started that.
I mean, you can also do the
It's a silhouette of his hair and his mustache.
Oh my gosh. You can also do the picture that I have of him with his back turned with the sun.
Yeah,
the
that's
sunset.
tough because again, that's copyright for the photographer.
Okay, well then just like throw the guy like a 50 cents for every shirt that gets bought. Get him a Rocco shirt.
Mm-hmm. All right. Get Giannis to play goalkeeper. Oof, that would be good. That would be good.
Probably gonna be as useless as Dane St. Clair.
And boy, 7 foot tall. He's a full foot and a half
oh.
taller than Rocco.
7 foot tall. I mean, Dane St. Clair's like 6'6", 6'10".
Hey, no, he's not.
You know what? I might go hunt down Rocco and start a podcast with him. Isaiah. Yep. Chris and Rocco can go and start a podcast.
St. Clair is 6'3".
St. Clair, it looks like he's 6'6". There's no way he's just 6'3". Are you gonna look up Rocco Blacco's height? He's like 5'8".
Is he?
5'7"?
5'10".
What do you think? 5'10"?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not that short.
Jesus, how much do you think he weighs?
Like 210?
154 pounds.
Well, that's why he is a master, because he is nimble. That's why he's so agile.
I haven't weighed 150 pounds since I was like in 6th grade.
Listen, Danny, I think the next thing you need to do is get in touch with somebody from Inter Miami, and we need to interview Rocco on the show.
I don't want that guy on the show.
Why not?
For what?
Probably the nicest guy ever. It's probably going to be our best interview.
Player interviews suck.
You don't think we can have fun with Rocco?
No.
Why?
Because I hate him. Because of you.
Oh my God.
Stop making me hate him. Your obsession with him annoys me. I want to root for him, and then I was like, oh, yeah, let's get Rocco after the World Cup break. You know, F it, let's try it. My God. Like, he you know what happens? The World Cup break ends. Rocco gets the start. I'm like, all right, cool. Chris is really happy. I'm like, all right, whatever. Rocco lets Lewandowski scare him into allowing an own goal, and then immediately Chris texts me, oh, he wanted to score a goal. What? Yeah, he needed to score a goal. He must have just wanted to get him back in the net. Don't worry about it. It's just that's it. Nothing else is going in. And in my mind, I'm like, I fucking hate this guy. You are the reason I hate Rocco.
But you hate me, not Rocco.
But I hate him by association.
I mean, he did want to get the goal.
All right. Any final words there, Chris?
No, that's it. I mean, I could I could talk about Rocco all night.
I hope Rocco watches the pod and sends Danny the dozens. Well, I mean, if he watches it, he'll see me right behind him because I sit right behind him all the games. He goes, he drinks water.
34 roses for the number on his jersey.
Literally, if he looks up, I'm the first person he sees when he goes to take a sip of water.
And he's a nice guy too. I bet you he waved at you and everything.
He did not wave at me.
Oh. He waved at me when I was there last time. Yeah, he did.
No, he did. All right. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us. If you're listening on audio, appreciate you listening to the end. Please leave 5 stars and a comment. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. And we'll be back tomorrow night to preview the Monterrey game. I hit up Eddie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to figure out a way to all right. So
you should make him into what's that guy from Marvel Avengers, the guy that puts on the glove with the rings? Yeah, he's Thanos. Rocco is Thanos with the golden glove. In the blink of an eye, he can make all the shots disappear.
What happened tonight?
I mean, tonight he did, but Caicedo just allowed them all in. This guy was, what's his name? Captain America that doesn't want to do anything.
Hey, don't be bad talking Captain America now.
Who was it? Was it Captain America or Iron Man? The one that's that was kind of useless for a while in one of the movies?
Thor, when he got fat?
Oh, yeah. He was Thor at that point. Just allowing goals, Caicedo.
No, but we're not fat shaming here.
Do better. So
we'll be back tomorrow. We'll try to get Eddie on to talk a little Monterrey, but regardless, we'll be back. And hopefully we get some news on Silvetti. Hopefully he's okay. So until the next one, have a good one. No way I'm asking Rocco on.